Welcome everybody to the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer Enter Tournament. I am your host Ivy Paw, joined by my co-host Baja Blood.
Hello, hello. Looking forward to this fourth match of Swiss Round 1, featuring Astral versus Junglebos today. Our mentors are Jay on Astral's side and Lucarius on Jungle's side. Runners are off in race time, so we should be catching up in just under a minute. We do have a couple RAs, nothing too crazy, but we're running with new patcher today. We have the multiplayer items shuffled back in, so double damage, unlimited missiles, unlimited beam ammo, all available. And beam combo ammo requirements have been reduced to 10. So a little easier to fire off your Dark Burst, your Sonic Booms, all that good stuff. And we are, from what I could tell, we are 3 for 3 on having hot trash for seeds in this tournament. So I'm excited
That was
to see,
two of those.
excited to see what we come up with now.
See what you did today, Baja.
Mm-hmm. Chat's in for the good. Honestly, I am all here for bad seeds. I think they're good learning opportunities for our newer runners.
We're on bad seeds. I should do some of mine. Last two ones I've done have been garbage.
Well, early translator, pretty nice. And Amber right off the bat, no Leer, and we get a hint that our Morph Ball bombs are in Aegon, freely available once we get access to Climb Mining Plaza. So any of missiles or space jump or screw attack will do that for us.
Yep. Hints.
To answer question in chat, like, if you have all but one item, the one item can be almost anywhere in this game, even in beginner logic. Like, if it decides to put one thing late, it can be surprisingly buried.
Yeah.
As I say earlier, UMass is what I meant for Amber. Yep.
Yeah. How many of seeds could have Amber on a layer?
Mm-hmm.
I've had a seed where Space Jump was on a layer. Very bad.
Yeah, I heard tell of our last async Echoes race having Space Jump there. That is pretty.
Yeah,
crazy.
Makes it either required for attack thing or it's grapple, so you didn't even know over there.
Yeah, both runners making quick work of the splinters here. Fortunately, not too much to say about this fight. One of the downsides of the main energy controller fight is that this is kind of a pretty long auto scroller. Yeah, I know Astral was saying something about having some potential connectivity issues. Powers of German internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like Astral's been a little cleaner in this fight. Has made up a little at a time here. A few seconds ahead, getting our missile expansion. I actually don't mind opening that Amber Gate there, even though we're not going... Oh, hello. Main PPs.
Oh, that's good find.
Yeah, we may well be back for those pretty shortly, although I guess they're already sort of accessible if we... Because the missile expansion will get us to our Morph Ball bombs, and then we could come right back here for the PVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, logically, all we have is the elevator to Aegon, so something's going to be there, but it may well just be our missile launcher. Quite tell what that is. Maybe a missile? I think I see orange. Definitely looks orange. Ooh, an early power bomb. So we could have to do some extra checks here. especially with the knowledge that main PBs are practically in logic already, I don't even necessarily hate just sticking in Temple Grounds doing this loop here.
Yeah.
And yep. Looks like Jungle and Lucarius having the same conversation. Yeah, both both teams deciding to at least do Dynamo Chamber. We'll see how far you push it. Wow, nice 80% drop system here on Astral side. Finally,
There we
go.
go. A lot of the gaming bully, even though with 80% drop rate.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's vanilla cheeseburger.
Well, let's just keep rolling. Not have to worry
Yeah.
about getting another drop.
Yeah. It's a good refund, per se. Yeah, I would probably at least grab Comary, at least. Then probably throw the egg on after.
Yeah, personally, I'm just like, I'm either doing all of this or none of it.
Yeah.
Going around feels a bit awkward to me. U-1 was our Amber Translator. That is the only logical item we have acquired so far. So we know something of value is going to be in the elevator, and the hint in U-1 told us that bombs are available to us in Portal Access A and Aegon. But the elevator to Aegon needs to be some sort of item that lets us climb Mining Plaza.
Or it could be the Mythical Space Jump, which then will give us the PBs from Transferred B access.
Mm-hmm. For once, I do actually enjoy the early GFMC play. Oh, wow.
Oh, well, speaking of, there's birds.
Nice out of it. Very nice. Still do the safe station here for Astral? Looks like, okay, yeah. And I would, yeah, honestly, if you're comfortable with the dashes, Wind Chamber Gateway is a good check here, too. We don't have much health, so if you're not very consistent at those dashes, it is a bit risky.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that many attempts. But yeah, I personally don't see too much point in walking all the way back through Temple Grounds versus at least getting the save station check and then save warping.
I look like firms the bombs orb in the elevator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, GFMC was a great play yesterday for the first time, and then the second time, and then the third time, and then the fourth time.
Yeah, I see a pattern here. Wind Chamber is a dark ammo.
A little damage to the pirate. That's gonna even further reduce our.
Astral gonna eat Ash. That was decent. Nope.
So yeah, Jungle gonna opt to skip these Wind Chamber checks. If you fail this one more time, I think you need to turn around. I don't like progressing here with only 30 energy. Okay, so we get it. We'd love an E-Tank here. Yeah, Jungle also on almost no health, even getting bullied a little bit by the War Wasps. Just a missile.
I love the one, like the one hive in task for them and just explode. For some odd reason.
Astral with the little bit extra info here, knowing these two checks are dead. But yeah, Jungle not missing anything of importance by skipping these two checks for now. Ooh, there goes 10 health. So we gotta be real careful here. And we get a ball upgrade of some sort. We want to scan this. Oh no, it was Spider. Never mind.
It was, yeah, it had been small.
Oh, that was good. Nicely done, Astral. Well done. Whole bunch of fun items for us to play with here. Fortunately, we're nicely situated for at least. Well, we at least get Junction Site when we play the Dark Aegon loop. Although we still will be isolating in cache 4. Yeah, I'm honestly, I would be pretty happy here as the runners that we opted to do this stuff out of logic. That's a pretty good haul. especially
Yeah.
the space jump, taking that at Aegon.
Yeah,
Face
space
jump
jump
really good.
is quite big in the situation here.
And if we want, we can grab the extra PBs as we're leaving Great Temple as well. We have plenty of those. Astral as well, gonna find the spider. So, yep, same route pretty much, both runners. Yeah, again, the only difference, Astral checking out the wind chambers and falling a little bit behind as a result, but does have that info. So if Jungle ever does those checks later in the game, Astral can make up that time then. For now, let's find out what we missed logically in this elevator to Aegon. Yeah, so far so good, Marker. We both runners finding an early power. Well, so we saw the power bombs in Great Temple here, but we got an early power bomb in Storage Cavern B. So both runners decided to chase the power bomb logic, and we got a pretty good haul in the Temple grounds. Early space jump in the crate. Curse Lake beam related. So yeah, expect missile launcher or screw attack here. It is screw attack.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So the screw attack does put our bombs in logic, which puts the power bombs in logic, which puts everything else we found in logic. The only thing that's not in logic right now is Spider Ball. That is locked by Emerald or Dark Visor Seekers. But everything else we have is perfect.
The PBs is still not logical until we pick up the bombs.
Yep, but screw attack gives us the bombs. Screw attack's a logical way to climb Mining Plaza.
Yeah. It's at least when we pick them up is when everything becomes logical, though.
Sure, yeah, I just mean them in terms of...
Yeah, for
yeah.
lore-wise,
we haven't collected it all, but we know the logic.
Yeah.
More what I'm getting at.
Oh, I love transport.
Yeah, actually, I missed that hit on Jungle side. So yeah, that's a nice Spider Ball hint. Or Transport B access. No, that was the Power Bomb hint. Yeah, the screw attack climb is... Honestly, the screw attack jump extends, in general, feel slightly harder than, like, beginner to me.
Yeah.
A lot of that, like, we had to do a lot of that in yesterday's seed. And, like, some of those did not look that easy.
Oh, okay.
E-Tank and Mining Plaza looked like vanilla.
Yep. Yeah, it was E-Tank.
We have a Hive Temple Key hint.
Hang on, Dorvis, and get the grounds.
There indeed is one red key, although and it's actually already in logic. Well, no, the spider's on logic, but oh, the on the restream layout, it is a little confusing. The runners are in the top, so this is Astral being mentored by Jay. The bombs that were foretold. And it looks like we are gonna head straight into the loop here. I don't mind this at all. Yeah, lots of early game hints, lots of early game items. A
Beam and Aegon.
And light Aegon. Now that might make me reconsider this. Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I don't hate doing transport centers still. Because that could just be Dark Beam, in which case we do want to stay here and do this loop.
Yeah.
But I agree with the general sentiment that now that we know that a beam is soon, if it's dark beam, we'd prefer to get that first, so
Yeah.
that we don't isolating cache 4.
So honestly, I would do the puzzle here first, at least before I leave.
Yeah, I would do the bomb slot, and I would do transport center, and then I would go to Aegon Temple.
Yeah.
Nice climb there on the
It's always
Wasp.
nice when the puzzle is done. You could just skip the pirates. Don't have to worry about them.
Mm-hmm. There's an Aegon key. That Aegon key also still locked by Spider, which is locked by Emerald, Dark Visor, Seekers, or some combo of them. How about Sand Cache? There's our launcher.
This launcher.
Torvis keys, Inghive, Sank, and Torvis. Yeah, where do we think this beam is? It's kind of hard to say. Yeah, Aegon Temple Energy Controller, good bets. We have access to Central Mining Station with these items. We have access to Command Center with these items. Transport Center. I mean, heck, actually, we could do bioenergy.
We
Could be vanilla. That could be a vanilla dark beam hint.
Yeah.
And just like that, Astral has caught up again. They're pretty much synced, yeah. Pretty much synchronized kills on bomb guarding here. We've actually already penned the GFMC read. It had our space jump boots in the crate. We have not seen the ship yet from either runner. Either's been to the Dark Aegon loop. Started heading that direction, both of them did, but we got a hint in the portal terminal that said a beam is in Light Aegon, and that has deterred both of them from exploring Dark Aegon yet, which makes a lot of sense to me. And even more hints. It's really nice having Amber early enough that you actually just get all these hints right off the bat. Another key here. It's also Aegon.
That would have to be.
Oh, that's our hive key.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. That's one.
Oh, we've lost both feeds at the time that the hit's coming through, so. Well, we'll just have to imagine what that hint says.
I'm gonna say it was a gravity boost hint. I don't know.
So now when I inevitably question the decisions the runners are making, it may well be because they have some detail that I don't. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, I like dipping. Gosh, at least a command center. Going further kind of sucks. I would be fearing transport center now. I kind of wish we had seen that from both runners off the bat. Oh, this is how Astral Cache caught up. We didn't do Sand Cache. Astral gonna get the launcher here now. And yeah, we are gonna see the frontal labs here. So we'll see how far Jungle pushes in here. Transport center definitely concerning here because we would hate to dive deep into labs only to find that we skipped Dark Beam earlier. Energy controller before labs I still like, especially like we have. I don't mind rushing these first few checks if you don't have bombs because then like you're never proceeding further into labs. But like here we do have the option of deciding when to turn around. And so I like having ruled out more things before coming here so that I'm more likely to make a more informed and more likely to be correct decision about how much to do with labs here. And for that exact reason is why I like having Transport Center done here. Because then at least I feel pretty comfortable. If Transport Center was dead, I feel pretty comfortable just pushing all the way to Dark Samus here and just expecting as time goes on that I'm going to find a beam. This looks like a HUD system of some sort. What do we got here?
That looks like a translator.
Is
Emerald?
that our Emerald or Dark Visor?
That was Emerald.
All right. Emerald. What is Emerald for? So Emerald puts our spider in logic.
Yep.
Oh, did Astral manage to get the item without triggering the pirates? That's kind of impressive. Actually, I find that really difficult, actually.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, there we go. We sure would love an E-tank here. There's our beam.
Oh, light beam. That's
Not quite the beam we're looking for.
it is useful though.
I would be turning around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, moment of hesitation, maybe talking that out. But yeah, labs without dark beam kind of sucks. Yeah, definitely interested in Sand Canyon Vent Area A now. I mean, even Spider's Treasure are decent checks. We'd love an E-tank or two or a suit. Hazing Cliff is unreasonable right now.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks to isolate that. I don't even mind just doing Jump Guardian now either. We probably want to at some point. Maybe we find an E-tank there so we don't have to isolate Hazing Cliff.
Yeah.
But conversely, you could say the same thing about maybe we find a Dark Beam over there and then we don't isolate in Cache 4. So, is what it is. You're leaving something behind probably no matter what. So
Yeah.
yes, Hazing Cliff logically requires a suit, and then practically speaking, you probably want 2 E-tanks. I think you can barely do it with 1 E-tank, especially.
You can do it with it's tight, but you can do it with one.
A little sketchy.
Yeah. You just gotta hope Cliff doesn't kind of bully you while you're trying to leave.
So we do have our first route divergence here. Astral is going to play the rest of labs. Jungle instead turning around, going to chase the light beam and get rewarded with a dark beam. That's a huge find for Jungle Boss. So world's starting to open up. We don't logically have Torvis access yet. We do actually have a lot of Sankin logic, though. So we could just skip labs and start playing Sank if we felt like it. We could sequence break Torvis because there are a bunch of cool Emerald hints there, or we could do a bunch of Aegon cleanup. We have labs, we have the Jump Guardian loop. So a lot of choices here for Jungle. Very curious to see what they end up deciding to do here. So Astral, on the other hand, is going to have the unfortunate finding that Dark Beam is not in labs, and so we're going to get kind of forced into save warping out of after the Dark Samus fight. Because walking out of labs without Dark Beam is very painful. I guess we have Spider... Oh, we have Spider and Light Beam. No, this is fine, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get Dark Beam late. Like, we're going to isolate Storage B, which sucks a little, but actually this is way less bad than I was thinking. Jungle skipping the Sank area, maybe wanting to wait for some E-tanks so that we're not leaving Hazing Cliff behind, or a suit. With Dark Beam in hand, we could do a lot of checks here in labs.
Oh. Seems like Jay is helping Astral with this puzzle skip here.
Yep. From this, we're looking Eternal kind of, or Substantial kind of behind us where we're looking right now.
Nope.
Yeah, it is kind of easy to bonk your head. There we go. A little more forwards.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's Sonic Boom in main reactor. Don't care too much about that. What about Dark Oasis?
Missile.
Could be Seekers, but probably not. Yeah, Grapple Guardian breathing a sigh of relief with the Sonic Boom not being grabbed.
There's still Dark Burst still around, so not out here yet.
Does Dark Burst work on the Invincible phase? Okay.
I don't know about the Invincible, but it does work when his mouth is open.
Yeah, the main nice thing about Sonic Boom is it lets you kill him while he's otherwise being
Yeah.
invincible between phases. Nice little high five here at the top of Veteria A coming up, or Veteria B.
It was more literal high five because they're both going in different directions.
Yep. Funny how things work out. Oh, you gotta be careful.
Ooh, yeah.
That last laser seems to do at least twice as much damage as the other ones for reasons I don't really understand. Mega Energy Controller was light beam 2 ways away from Biostorage Station. Oh! I see. That makes a little more sense why Astral's staying in labs then. Because that means the beam and Aegon Waste hint has not been fulfilled, because you're not going to get the same item. The same item won't get double hinted. So Astral knows that the light beam did not satisfy the hint, and that there's another beam in Light Aegon. So that, yeah, that does make some more sense why Astral is making this play. Yeah, that the beam in Aegon was not for light beam. It almost certainly was dark beam, unless Annihilator happens to be here too. But
just multiple beams in Aegon.
The dark beam hint. Yeah,
that would be something though.
Mm-hmm. The perks of doing labs backwards. Junglebos just gets to screw attack freely across the top of this room, and then jump down to the door and not have to do the fight. Didn't quite get the quick kill with the power bomb on Astral's side, but did enough damage that we still were able to wrap it up pretty quick. And we're not going to be able to grab this item, but that didn't end up mattering that much, because this was just a PB, I think.
I don't remember. I didn't say it. Yep, it was PB. Yeah. Okay. Screw attack that crystal. This is one of the 2 crystals that you can screw attack to activate.
Oh no, we're gonna miss storage B on Jungle's side here. This is storage B is an interesting check. I'm gonna ask her how to skip it with the way they routed. Yep, there's a couple crystals in the game that can be screw attacked. That one is one, and then the one in Lower Torvis next to Under Transit 1.
Torvis, yeah, would be
you can screw attack that from either side. And yes, it is in logic to do that. And this crystal in Aegon is high enough that it can be damaged even with an NSJ screw attack.
Yeah.
So it's in logic, even NSJ to open that crystal with just screw attack.
And this is beginner knowledge.
Yeah, yep. The crystal here in Dark Aegon.
Main reactor.
Yeah, main reactor. Requires only screw attack in beginner logic. Yeah, a bit of a spooky Dark Labs dive here. No E-Tank, no suit. You gotta definitely watch our health here. Luckily, we can take advantage of the friendly drop system. So we're gonna move on through and let's see. Do we have anything on the tracker? No. So it doesn't look like storage. Oh, storage B? No, yeah, storage B was probably nothing then.
I was having you in the tracker, so yeah.
It's a missile in the no light beam room. So yeah, so we may get some more divergence here because it's gonna be a little less appealing on. Oh boy, yeah, we gotta be careful. You definitely gotta be careful. Remembering if you have no power bombs when you're trying to force a health drop, because you might just get a power bomb drop or power bomb drop there instead.
As we saw.
And we are turning around after Dark Beam. Interesting. The Dark Beam did open Sank up, so this could be a Sanctuary play.
Looks like it is.
It's definitely spooky on one E-Tank. Speaking of spooky on one E-Tank, yeah, Jungle gotta be careful here. We got down there. Just some light ammo. Yeah, Jungle unfortunately keeps being like just above that 20 health threshold to force the best drops. You really want to be, sub 20. Oh, get the portal, the beam. Oh, boy.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, more power bombs? How are we getting more power bombs?
You might have been
Okay.
out of PBs. I don't know, but if not,
Oof.
this is. It was a Bash Prime clip almost.
I would be sitting in the portal waiting for this room to load. Oh my god, the Inglet from behind too. Give us a blue. Good.
England, you mean the Dark Splinter?
Right, yeah. Watch phase-on crates, both in this room
Yeah.
and the next one. Even the Inglet can blow up the phase-on crate while you're next to it, which is super dangerous. I would take that crate out from the distance here. That works.
Oh, Echo Visor.
Echo Visor in Hall of Combat Mastery. Interesting. That is in logic with what we have. And now Jungle could consider the Sank play as well. We could also cut across Aegon Temple and head over to like the mining station B, or well, just Mineshaft, I guess, unless we do the Seeker skip. Yeah, it looks like no Sank yet from Jungle Boss. Yeah, Jungle Boss has 5 power bombs, and the game was still giving us more. Yeah, I think it's completely unreasonable to do Hazencliff on no E. I think he'd just die.
Yeah. Or they just be calling and just leave if it's nothing.
Yeah. Even collecting Calling Shaper is pretty unreasonable. Just part of the reason that Jungle Boss is probably skipping it for now. I hate this screw attack. It's so hard to both clear the height requirement and the distance requirement with that screw attack.
I think the other way with calling hammer is if it was a suit.
Yeah.
Not an A, but
Yeah. I think you can get to the item without an E-tank, but it's kind of unreasonable.
oh, okay. Well, those all our visors.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, potential advantage for Astral with the Echo Visor. I find it hard to imagine Astral doesn't find the Dark Visor soon, but I don't know when Jungle is going to play for Echo. But Jungle has cleared out a little more labs. We did the Dark Lab stuff. We did Storage B that Astral has not.
Game is really stinging us with energy tanks, which is not helpful here.
Bit of a map check there for Jungle Boss. Wonder what that was about.
Incash was not scanned, I don't believe.
I know Jungle Boss did not. I don't think Astral did either. I think they both collected the item first pass.
Yeah.
Jungle just cannot get health drops. This is starting to get kind of annoying.
Game's just not being kind of chill with this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you want energy, yeah, have a little power up ammo. That helps, right?
Yeah, I do like the jump card and loop play here. We're going back to labs. What is this for? Did we miss something in labs?
Maybe going back to the battleground hint, I would think. Don't think I can think of.
Oh,
they
yeah.
want to try the out of bounds
did just show up, huh? That is the one check that Dark Visor puts into logic right now.
Yeah, the battleground. I'll say we're going for the hint first. Since he's got 8 power bombs, that's a little sus.
Yeah, that could well be a boost.
So like 2 chains for a cheeseburger, a boost, or a cannonball.
This is a big time commitment, though.
Yeah.
It would be very punishing if this is not boost. Honestly, we would take it. Yeah, well, Cannonball's kind of awkward too because we've not opened up Transport Center.
Transport Center, yeah. I mean, it's at this point, it's like a 50-50 in a sense, because it's 2 of the boost sites and then 2 cheeseburgers, so. In a sense, it's a 50-50. So it is no burger, then there's only 1 cheeseburger out there left.
Yeah, 10 PBs is max. We did grab the one out of. I think we've grabbed everyone we've seen. Ooh, this is scary. That's a lot of faith in the drop system. We missed the red health too.
Yeah. That's what killed it.
Yeah. Much better off just like don't put your hands in the drop system if you don't have to. Like much safer to just activate the light barrier there and then farm the health from within the safety of the light. So we did have so we do have a save in labs. What did we lose? Dark Visor?
Dark Visor, it looks like, yeah.
Not the worst. We can go straight back for that Dark Visor. But that is several minutes lost. Did we lose anything else?
Oh, this was before we did the labs loop, so not too much, just a line ammo and the Dark Visor looks like. So that's like a 10-minute time loss, give or take?
Nah, not bad.
Well, I mean, not 10, but like maybe like 5.
Yeah, 5 sounds about right. Where were the red keys? Yeah, did we lose a red key? I don't think we did.
That crystal says same, so I think
and somewhere else. I don't remember where the other red key was.
It was.
Oh, mining station A. So yeah, I think both Aegon keys are accounted for.
Evente, mining station A, and then. What the other key was.
Yeah, this is a little advantage for Astral with the way this route turned out, in that we had Dark Visor in hand before doing Dark Labs. So Astral will get this without requiring a double dip.
What about Hive Keys is for 1 of Hive Key 1? Like, that doesn't sound right. Somewhere.
A moment of truth coming up on Astral's side here. What was the answer? Battleground. This is a good check, given the kind of logical progression here, but there's also still quite a bit of density in the stuff we've not done in early Dark Aegon. We have a decent amount of Sankin logic. Still no Torvus, Toa Suit or Supers or Boost, and Seekers. What do we got? Who decides to die? It's a boost or a cannon. This is also not trivial to get on 100 health. Yeah, you take a bonk on a one of those invisible platforms, and it's a cannonball. So yeah, that's awkward. That may put us off wanting to do early Dark Aegon. So yeah, this continues to double down on why I do think it was correct to still do Transport Center right at the start. It also hedges against you finding Cannonball and getting punished by it if you are already in that area and can solve the puzzle. Like it is a couple portal transitions, so like you are spending some time, but I think given that beam hint, I think doing Transport Center very early in Aegon would have been good. Oh yeah, good point from Marker in chat. We can do sand processing now temporarily out of logic. So while we're in the neighborhood, I think that is a good check to get out of the way. Yeah, Jungle gonna opt to head over to Jump Guardian Loop. So once they pick up the cannonball, it'll be a lot easier for them to keep it all game, which is a decent advantage. But again, we're going to be foraying into Dark Aegon on 100 health because this game refuses to give us an E-Tank.
Yeah.
Base Jump Screw Attack does definitely help make this, like at least this part of early Aegon, or Dark Aegon, more palatable even without extra health, but still never fun.
So it's totally fine, yeah.
And we are going to get a sand processing check, looks like, here from Astral. Do we have up here? I was like, even sequence breaking an E-Tank or something here kind of feels...
Yeah, E-Tank or Suit or something here would be very helpful.
Yep.
Hey, worth. Hey, we have one.
Alright, what now for Astral? We have Dark Labs still, but that's going to require us to give up our Cannonball. We can play Sank. We can attempt to sequence break Torvis. Not Sank.
Thankfully, he has Screw Attack here today.
Now, it is possible still with Out of Bounds. I don't know. I don't recall off the top of my head Astral's comfort with Out of Bounds, but if they chose, they could do some Out of Bounds, get to the like the Crossroads portal without having to give up Cannonball. We'll see folks do that sometimes. Health situation's still a bit dire here. Well,
oh, there's
the
dude.
Okay, so that is Torvis access, logically. From the front.
And looks like we're giving up Cannonball here.
Okay, so that could be big advantage Jungle Boss here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cannonball definitely does both speed up movement and enable us to do some sequence breaking. Astral still does have the advantage of the Echo Visor, though. Jungle does not have that info. Missile Injunction Site. I have to go straight for this Jump Guardian fight here. I don't mind this. With Spaceship and Light Beam, those are really the only two things that speed this up that you can get out of Trial Tunnel, so I don't really mind doing this fight first with this item loadout. Didn't feel like enough to me, but I suck at counting, so...
What is counting?
Oh, no, that was enough. So I just suck at counting. What else is new?
Math, you gotta love it.
It's a tough skill, right? Counting, famously. Yeah, M. I only recently learned how much health. Well, It's been told to me several times, but I never remember. So I had to relearn how much health Jump Guardian has because a mentee asked me, and I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, I literally just do this fight on feel.
Yeah.
Which is not great. It's not very helpful when
Yeah,
you try to learn how to do the fight.
so it's like, I think it's like 28 shots, and like I just call it like run there.
Yeah,
Or just
1100 health.
like do it until like 20, like 30, 40 seconds, depending what beams I have.
Yeah, I think both light beam and missiles are 30 damage, and then fully charged shot is 50. So, however you want to make those numbers go into 1100.
Astral's got his dark suit now. A lot more civics, and he's also out of burn. Let's see. Out of logics, that E-tank he picked up.
Alright, so Astral sparing the Lightbringer, Junglebos killing it. For those who care about saving or killing the animals, that's actually probably the closest analog we have to Super Metroid here.
Yeah.
The
Do we save or kill the Lightbringers?
That thing has pushed me off that platform to the bottom of the room too many times to deserve
Yeah.
that.
If you're thinking on killing it, just don't tell Schwartz.
Oh, hopefully we'll see one way or the other what was on Transport Center. This is a good seed for Seeker skips. Like, Seeker skipping into Torvis feels pretty good here, just because Torvis, I feel like, is probably where we're going to go next anyways. But I also don't mind a save warp into just playing the front of Torvis. If we wall crawling hints is good here, just to know what all we're going to need for go mode.
So with one E-tank, I'd probably still wait on that. Even with the roll crawl.
I mean, Pod W and Hazencliff came into Logic with Dark Suit, but so did literally all of Torvis. So, like,
Yeah.
well, I say literally all, but most all of Upper Torvis.
The majority.
So, like, I'm pretty happy to leave those for later and route them in with other stuff. Yeah, Supers on Pod W is not great. But,
or a suit, and have a sister on seed in a sense. Or my
right,
seed.
but that's also,
that's
yeah. Answering chat, that's also some of my thinking too, is like, even if I'm wrong and the answer was on Pod W or Hazencliff, like the emerald hints that I'm going to find often will blow me out. Or even the violet hints that we're going to get on the way to Torvis if we go to the front. Well, 2 Frozen streams, unfortunately. This is the limit.
Yeah, good gameplay.
Yeah. Alright, what do we have here in the Transport Center? We have nothing, just a missile. Oh, Sustrain has been summoned by talk of Pod W, as it should be. Alright, so where are we off to on both runner sides? This is definitely an interesting decision point, because yeah, we have Torvis just opened up, we have a lot of Sank, we have a little bit of Temple Grounds cleanup. This looks like Dark Missile Trooper play from Astral. Could be Pod W as well. This isn't an unreasonable way to get to Pod W. Is it faster than save warping? Maybe?
I
Feels close.
believe. Oh yeah, for top W probably beat save warping, but I think for this purpose, like for DMT, it'll probably be just walking.
Yeah, walking are definitely better for Dark Missile Trooper. I'm not actually sure what's better for getting to Pod W. There's so many little things that I like should time one of these days just to know for myself.
Yeah.
But I just it's vibes. We're skipping Pod W. Well, I guess we could do it after.
Yeah.
But honestly, I would be. I guess we have to do. No, we'd have to do the Seeker skip into the Instant Morph to proceed.
For
Via
the Hall of
landing
Honor
site,
bread.
yeah. Which is a route I like, but given that it requires some decently advanced tricks, I could see runners not opting for it.
It would also likely need boost to technically get there anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
and to get the item.
Yeah, see, not too bad so far to answer read and chat. Pretty good Hall of Majors just in Aegon. We have not really left yet, aside from we did grab an Echo Visor out of Spider's Treasure on Astral's side.
There's a boost ball.
Alright, that's really nice for Astral. That definitely mitigates some of the disadvantage from Junglebos having the early Cannonball. Actually, most of it, honestly. We also have the suit, so the sustainability of Cannonball isn't quite as important either.
Yeah. Let's say we get Jungle's stream back up.
Yeah, Dark Missile Trooper to Pod W to going up and down Great Temple. Seems like a decent route to me.
Hey, a second he taking the run.
Hey.
This was logical.
I mean, we could have had that before even entering Aegon if we chose to. I don't really like doing this check before entering Aegon.
Yeah.
I'd rather pair it with Dark Missile Trooper later, but that is also how you sometimes end up never doing that check. As
yeah, I lost grace because of that too. And I'm still miffed at that one.
Because eventually, if those get left alone long enough, they don't start to feel like very valuable checks.
Yeah.
Yes, the other E-Tank is in logic as well with boost.
Yeah. Yeah. It was logical now is boost. Alright, Pod W, what you are? A suit.
We're just making sure that's not supers.
It was.
Supers. Oh my god. Well, Storm calling it. That's a good item to find before heading to Torvus, as it turns out. So luckily for Junglebos, I've got his stream pulled up. Junglebos also just about to find the supers. So the runners are pretty much synced up, actually. Junglebos does not have boost, so must not have done. Maybe Junglebos save warped, and then came down to Pod W.
Yeah.
So Junglebos is behind by Boost Ball and Echo at this point. But those still at least have Cannonball to partially make up for the lack of boost.
Hopefully after all this ends, forget to grab the reliquary. Okay. Yes, we're not checking the reliquary hint.
Yeah, we can do top of GFFC. We could do phase on grounds if we wanted, I guess, too.
Yeah.
Grab a hint in Fortress Transport Access. So yeah, there's some
and
value.
Throws on both streams again.
Yep. There's some value in this route. For sure.
So, how's your guys' day, chat?
I'm actually just going to pull up both runner streams and watch them separately when I need to, so that I can keep tabs on what's happening when
Apple's
present.
Gosh.
Take an attempt to peek the item up here. STK. We'll be looking for light suits. And light suit is not vanilla, thankfully. Yeah, we could do Sank entrance. So yeah, this is pretty conservative routing to me. Like it's not like wrong. It's just not what I would do. I would be pushing Torpus more aggressively here, but
Okay, looks like
I would also have missed super missiles as a result. So
yeah,
in the seed it definitely
Jungle just now picked up his boost.
pays off some. Yeah, we can't get into Sank directly from here unless it's exactly Seekers on Sank entrance. So we do need those to enter the front. From the front, anyways. But we can check this. Yeah, suit here would be pretty dang nice. A bit awkward. We do need to kill these. We do need to kill the pirates and reload the room for this to work. I think we have to go up and rescan it afterwards. Maybe we don't. I don't actually know. I've never really seen anyone scan this while the pirate fight is happening. I know you at very least have to reload the room to get the cannon to appear, but maybe you still get credit for scanning the thing if you do it first pass. So Junglebos after Pod W did indeed end up heading to Dark Missile Trooper, so now does have the boost ball. The only difference in the runner's inventories is the Echo Visor from Hall of Combat Mastery. Oh, and we're... Oh, never mind.
Oh,
I'm seeing into the future. we are interested in Sank entrance, apparently. Oh, it's a red key. It's our third worm key. Oh, baby. Amorbus has entered the logic.
is that Swarm? Because I think that's...
Yeah, that's 3 keys. Mining Station
okay.
A, Vent Area A, and Sank entrance.
Okay, so my Aeon thing is wrong then.
Funny. There's been 2 kind of misleading hints today. Junglebos just got a hint in commentary that a Morph Ball system is in Great Temple, which could have applied to both the Power Bombs or the Spider Ball if you didn't, if the other one wasn't already hinted. Same with that Beam in Aegon. Yeah, Junglebos heading to Torvis from the front. We get a suit. It's up to 3 rooms away from Meeting Grounds. That is maybe Wind Chamber Gateway, but I think that has to be Hall of Honor Dead. Maybe that can be Wind Chamber Gateway.
That'll be 3, yeah.
Which we can do. We have
yeah, it's Hall of Honor Dead
supers.
or Wind Chamber, yeah. Gateway. Well, actually, no, it can't be Gateway because remember Astral peaked it.
Oh, right. Yes.
So it has to be Hall of Honor Dead.
Yep. Astral will know that when they get the hints. Junglebos will know that in a moment when they get to Wind Chamber Gateway, which they're heading towards first. Yep, Astral has to. We have to leave out the front of Sank with this loadout. We can't proceed without Seekers. So we may end up kind of syncing up again around Phazon grounds, as it looks like Junglebos is interested in pushing through the wind chambers to go check like the top of the ship and such. No, we're turning around. Nope, we're just going to Torvis. So yeah, Jungle will be the first into Torvis. Astral has another opportunity to potentially spike something before Torvis here, if we opt to do Phase on Grounds. We did pull out our Dark Beam. Yes, we are interested.
Okay, that'll explain when my info was off, because I thought the worm keys was the thing, and it was actually the hive key hint that I saw.
And yeah, no, I do agree. This is a pretty conservative route, and like that can work out for you sometimes. Like you're less likely to get punished, but also like sometimes aggressive play gets pretty rewarded. And even when it doesn't, it often gets bailed out by hints. It's like somewhat uncommon if you play strategically aggressive, tight aggressive kind of. If you steal some poker terminology, like you can try to make up time when you're allowed to, and try to avoid getting punished. Obviously, it's rando. I mean, things are going to happen, but and yeah, I love SDK hints here if you know how to skip Seekers. If not, that's fine. We just wait for Seekers.
Oh, Lagoon is a key. It's our Torvis key 1.
That is the only Torvis key in Torvis. The other two are in Sank. Ebog Beam related. Could be Annihilator. That's the only thing of value it can be at this point. And Astral gonna go get this suit.
Beam related actually can be the multiplayer pickups, remember?
Yeah, but I wouldn't really consider those that valuable. That was the only like.
For some people it is, some people no, but it depends on the person, the racer, and player, I guess. Perspective, I guess.
Astral now starting to make their way to the front of Torvis. Well, Junglebos is already in the front of Torvis, having skipped Phase on Grounds. Yeah, Astral, when they get this hint, will know the location of the light suits. Or sorry, not this hint, but the next one. Oh no, they're just going to do Hollow Bound Dead first anyways. So they will stumble onto the light suit and then promptly be rewarded with a Thanks Game hint. Junglebos does spy unlimited beam ammo in Torvis portal chamber. Nice little pickup there if we feel like going for it.
I'm assuming he scanned it, is why we know.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, yep, there's the suit, yep.
As for the rare outside-in solution to this puzzle, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do this room this way before. It's kind of interesting. There's our light suit. We do know that we need that for at least Fortress Transport access. Yeah. Yeah, Astral happened to stumble into it without the hint, but is about to find the hint, and at this point, Junglebos knows the location of light suit as well. Just probably is waiting for Seekers to go collect it. Which I don't really mind. The only thing we're giving up is Poison Bog without grabbing the light suit this early.
Oh.
Which could be a problem if that's Annihilator. Ooh, we're getting
Be a little
Grinch.
careful of Jungle. He's been bullied by Grinchlers. Oh, well, at least the E-Tank would save him out. That's going for hints? So he has supers, so he did technically, if you're going to Taurus, then need to do this, but...
Yeah, yeah. If you're comfortable with the Seeker skip, I do always encourage getting hints as soon as like, they're
I would
reasonably
like to.
available.
This is technically free.
Mm-hmm. Yep, still either a somewhat difficult Seeker list or a quick wall crawl. So not trivial, but this is definitely good tech to work on learning. I think this is one of the most important things to work on is being able to access hints early.
Going out of bounds here. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Some people do struggle with that. The screw attack into tunnel does give some people challenges. So there are some that like either falling in or doing the screw attack into this tunnel instead.
I feel like the element of this. It's a lot easier.
Just a personal preference thing. Go boss into the Torvis Temple fight. Let's see if there's any important item there or not.
Oh, the dark ammo or dark burst? I couldn't tell. Dark ammo.
There. So we might be setting up to try to do the screw attack in the tunnel now. Doing attempts at this. Gonna try to still be able to sequence rank the Seekers here to get hints. Meanwhile, Jungle Boss continues the upper Torvis clear. We are advancing into Torvis Energy Controller. And we find Seekers in Torvis Energy Controller. That's huge for Jungle Boss, who could just head straight down and get hints. And we get a Grav Suit and Training Chamber. That's kind of a gross Grav Suit location. That is accessible now, though, as well. Good, quick back-to-back finds on Jungle Boss's side. In fact, like, if Echo is not required, Jungle Boss might suddenly be in really strong position in this race.
Yeah.
Echo could still definitely be a problem. We are very far away from Hazen Cliff. Yeah, Astral unfortunately having quite a bit of trouble with this screw attack in the tunnel. They definitely take some getting used to. Jungle Boss not rushing straight to hints, which I personally would just go do.
Yeah.
Like we're thinking now. I guess you could grab the grab and like save Warp out of lower Torvis. So that's fine, I guess. But I would probably just leave a save in upper Torvis and go get hints. I guess I don't mind grabbing the underground tunnel hint here either. But we are heading down to lower Torvis. Yes, we're still working on this. Yeah. Yep. If you're bonking like this, it's probably because you're not when you actually like do the screw tech somersault, you want to. I like mash B like 3 times really quick. I don't even know if you need to do it more than once. Maybe twice is enough, but my instinct is always I press B 3 times on the last screw attack. Yeah, this does look like it's not getting canceled.
Really don't really need to kindle it either, because I totally don't. I just get enough height and I just gotta screw through the tunnel.
Oh, Junglebos getting seekered. Firing at the
Yes, the classic seeker missers.
out of missiles in lower Taurus here. Gonna have to climb to the top of the room and farm the puffers. Yeah, Junglebos starting to build a decent check lead here on Astral, and will not need to spend much time when Juggle decides to go for hints with having both Seekers and Supers in hands. So yeah, the amount of time spent on this could come back to be a bit of a problem on Astral's side, unfortunately. Boss farming the supers. Oh, it looks like setting up for air underwater. Which I don't think we need, yeah. Like, I guess it would let us get the other emerald hints. Oh, we get our double damage down here. Or is that just dark ammo?
That's dark ammo.
That dark ammo looks huge to me for some reason.
It might just be he's up close to it, that might be why it looks huge to you.
That is indeed just dark ammo. Let's go, Astral. You got this.
Oh. Where is Jungle again? They were in first.
This is grab, so we do want to grab this.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah.
I was surprised he's not grabbing the hint first. Okay. Grabbing it now. Oh.
All right. Cheka guarding Inghive Key 2, so there's a hint in Training Chamber. And yes, Gravity is in Training Chamber. That was hinted in Torvus Energy Controller, where also the Seekers are hanging out. We have not seen SDK hints yet. Junglebos has all the items required, but has not been back. Astral is working on trying to do the Seeker skip here, but having a decent amount of trouble getting out of bounds here. Yeah, definitely a finicky screw tech in the tunnel thing to learn when you start out. It takes some practice to get the feel for these. Oh, it looks like we might be switching to the other side, or maybe we're just giving up and gonna plan to just find Seekers. Yeah, we're gonna plan to find Seekers. Looks like.
My brain's still trying to work stuff. Yeah, cool. Chick is getting her own key. Yep, totally.
Junglebos makes a save and a save warp in lower Torvus. This looks like it's going to be a hints play.
It's like Astral gave up.
As well, get open up a shortcut in case we need to use that routing pathway later. Especially something like if we end up grabbing FTA as our last key, then being able to route through Windchamber to get to the end game is quite efficient. So I like opening that portal up, or the moving the light block. I mean, then we'll be seeing Opera Torvis from Astral side. Should be getting those Seekers soon enough. Probably will be a little bit annoyed that they were the Seekers were kind of coming right up anyways.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. So I'm probably remembering that the suit hint. So he's heading toward Hall of 110. Oh, his line I like to call it Hall of Wanted Bread.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward too, because now we don't really want to die out of hints. But then that to me means like, well, I don't know. I guess this is fine. We'll see where we want to go after we get hints.
Yeah.
I'm usually assuming that I missed at least one key in Torvis anyways, and like the next I still need to be in Torvis, which is why I would have just gone like right away, make the save in Lagoon, and then plan to just either walk back or reset to it, depending if we need to keep this light suit. But and that way you don't have to walk all the way down to Lower Torvis twice, and we don't need the grav right now anyways. We can get it after hints, but not a huge deal.
Ow. It's like, why is Jungle? And I realized, like, ow, he only has one missile, so he has to do the screw attack or the morph to get out. Oh, it did like third try. Not terrible. Worms, I think, was dead. Remember if we had a worm
I don't
in.
think we know. We know Chica's dead. We know Tumos is dead. That's the extent of my knowledge.
I think Worms did quad himself. I think there's only two left. Let's see.
Astral just moments away from finding these Seekers as well.
Yep, looks like Jungle is going for hints. We're finally going to get to be able to see where the 9 SCK hints are, because we have yet to find one.
Yeah, well, we've seen FTA. Oh my god, the missiles being troublesome on Junglebos' side.
Oh, was FTA one of the keys?
FTA is a key, yeah. Well, Junglebos might not know that, but I know Astral peeked it earlier.
Okay. I guess I missed that then. Hiding in the crate.
Hey, we're back with Astral, just in time for...
Oh, now. But for how long?
Just in time to see the Seeker missiles coming up in Torvis Energy Controller, as well as the Gravity Hint. Go a decent ways towards equalizing, I guess, the progression knowledge that Jungleboss has. We are resetting Jungleboss's side of the stream. Hopefully we'll be able to get the feed up and live on the SG side again shortly here. And we're about to get hints. Under Temple. In Cache 2. Alpha Blog. Gathering Hall. Profane Path? Ooh, Echo is required. Yay. Quad.
Oh, now I know what quad is. Dungeon!
Dungeon, alright. Surprisingly, not a terrible check, given that we have all the pieces for it already.
Yeah.
I know it
And
works.
Spider Guardian? Question mark.
So, Junglebos definitely needs Echo. May well need Cobalt. Unless it is in the pipe exiting the fight, and Junglebos is able to do that instant morph. And true, yeah, we need Annihilator on both sides. We have no knowledge on that as well. So just a casual oops all majors. We love those kind of speeds. Yes, so yeah, Grav is in Training Chamber. Junglebos has already collected it. It's in Training Chamber. Yeah, Profane Path Fall Crawl is bad. Dumb trick.
Like how the stream throws at the quad hint for it.
Yeah. Hive Temple.
Alright. There we go.
This is a Baja Seed.
Yeah, this is Baja specifically. Still garbage.
Junglebos, lots of rage shots, missiles, and
yeah.
a PD.
Yeah, there we go.
Not a huge fan of those hints, it appears.
Yeah. Oh,
And
looks
yeah,
like
Astral will not be too far behind the other hints as well. So,
looks like Jungle still has his cannonball then. Doesn't even sound taking damage from the cannon from the Phazon.
yeah, so for our no mode, we need to know where Annihilator is, and we probably need to know where Cobalt is. Unless it's in the tunnel and both runners go for the sequence break. Or the wall crawl. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we have pretty good progression for an hour 20 in. We have our hints. Some of them aren't bad.
Yeah.
we can go to Lower Torvis full clear and get some hints and a bunch of SDKs. So, like, to that extent, it's not that bad. Annihilator and Eric, that could be fun.
Or we have, yeah, about half the keys are in Lower Torvis.
Yeah, very nice. It was very kind of the Seed to put gravity, well, hint it and put it in Lower Torvis. Definitely makes routing life easier. So we could actually see Junglebos could opt to actually play FTA into Sank here. I wonder if that's what we're going for. So we didn't take the shortcut back to Torvis. No, we were just going the long way. Okay. Maybe we didn't open the shortcut. I think I do prefer the Lower Torvis play first, just because we can get all the keys with this equipment and get some hints. We've still not actually gotten the Underground Tunnel hint on Junglebos's side. So we have that, we have the Gathering Hall hint, and we have the Catacombs hint.
Catacombs?
Catacombs. Oh yeah, Poison Bog Beam related. That could just be our Annihilator. Chocobos helpfully reminding us.
Could be Annihilator, could be one of the other 2 or 3 Force combos.
Dark Oasis was missile related, so that is dead.
Yeah, where's this missile? Moth related. Yep. I don't know what's called Fire.
Do you kind of think on Junglebos's side, if we're doing Upper Torvis, I would have liked to see Grove, I think, just to get the... Yeah, it looks like we might be rerouting this on the fly here. Were any keys even in Upper Torvis? Like, I honestly don't mind just skipping Upper Torvis for now. Like, I think I want that Emerald hint, but I don't know that I would do much more. Maybe I would do Med Vista and turn around.
There is no SCKs in Upper Torvis. But for red keys, there's the Lagoon one for Chica.
Mm-hmm. Chica dead, no need to grab that.
Yep.
And yeah, looks like we're kind of synced up again here. So are we doing Underground Tunnel yet, or are we still playing Lower Torvis? I do think we want that Emerald Hint. Yeah, we're going to get it on both runners' sides, so what do we have to say for ourselves? Cobalt?
Oh, Wilson, hang on. Ooh,
Hey,
great hint.
Interesting. I would definitely be interested in finding that if I were these runners.
Yeah.
Both to hedge against needing it for Spreader Guardian and also to potentially get a hint for Annihilator or Echo.
The only checks that I got left is Storage C and Mine Station B, Storage A.
Yep, we can do all of those though. So it wouldn't necessarily be that slow to go get that Cobalt. Let's see what the runner's up to do.
Yeah, thank you, Kira. Yeah.
I honestly kind of like that. Like, go, well, maybe still do Lower Torvis while we're here.
Oh.
So we don't need an Annihilator Echo in Sank, do we? We just need it for Profane Path. So I think I kind of like just taking the elevator to Aegon, grabbing Cobalt, doing Sank, and then going into the Vault side elevator to do Lower Torvis at the end.
We technically still need an Annihilator for Quad. Technically. And don't forget we need it for Incast 2 as well.
Oh, Incash 2 is kind of annoying. That does make it a little less appealing to go to Aegon right now.
So Profane Path, Incast 2, and technically Quad. Oh, unlimited missiles and coming up. But
that's also a good point. Without Annihilator, we need to do the key skip in both directions, and the key skip backwards is not easy. That is a bit tricky of a BSJ.
Yeah, I haven't accomplished that one yet, which I should learn and practice.
Yeah, you need pretty good height. That's a little bit annoying to get set up there because you have to stand on those stupid blob things. Yeah. That seem like they should be really easy to stand on. But...
Or just give up and just be stuck.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Astral skipping the Plaza side stuff, whereas Junglebos is going to be a little more thorough up here. Seems like Astro might be a little more in the kind of rushing mindset here. Limited missiles for our trouble in Plaza.
Jungle's got look at Plaza. I won't say what it is because it's funny.
So we're gonna go for air underwater here. Gonna be a nice way to route in all of the. Actually, I don't really see much value in this, given that we know Grav's coming right up. I'd honestly just kind of go to the secret door and get Grav and not have to worry about this at all.
Get the. Too bad for getting like 5th or 6th try.
Boss did get a look at the item, didn't like it. I did not see what it was, but we are leaving.
Oh, Taurus Plaza?
Yeah.
It was blue, which means grapple.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Nice grapple beam.
So I kind of mentioned the funny. It was grapple, because we don't need that anymore.
Nope.
Or an ETM, that too. One of the two. It was blue.
Yeah, I guess I do kind of like the upper Torvus clear just in case it is Annihilator and Poison Bog. I am definitely curious about any beam-related ink caches, given how important it is to get this Annihilator beam. But yeah, but interesting. The tables have turned a little bit in terms of how aggressively both players are running. Now, Astral being a bit more aggressive chasing hints, and Jungle is the one now that's being a bit more thorough in clearing upper Torvus before heading down to lower Torvus. And Astral does still have that advantage of the Echo Visor. I don't think that's as big an advantage anymore, because Jungle Boss should have to find that before it becomes really important to have it. So maybe that's not a huge deal anymore.
Oh.
Morbus dead. Alright, so the only boss we care about is Quad then.
Oh, is that the, yeah, it kind of comes in. What was Worms?
Missile expansion.
Missile, okay. Just saying, Expo.
Or I guess the one downside to not knowing Echo is that you don't realize you're in go mode when you find Annihilator.
Yeah.
Because we know we can get the Cobalt out of Aegon. So from us,
Yeah, I
from
think
the
it's just
booth, we know all
yeah.
we need to do is find Annihilator.
Yeah.
And so Astral will have that advantage as well. But Jungle Boss will not until we stumble into the Echo or get a hint for it.
Oh. Jungle's just picking up his limited beam ammo. So, combos go burr once he finds them. So I'm taking
no Annihilator and P-Bog. All right. Unfortunate. Finally, the E-Tanks deciding to show themselves.
They were just all in Torvus.
Yeah.
I had a feeling it's like, no E-Tanks. Like, yeah, I think they're all like Torvus or Sank somewhere.
Echo and Sank hint from on Astral's side. It is not good for Astral, but that is good for Jungle once they get down there.
Yeah, they would need to get down there
But
first.
it still kind of feels like this race may well just turn on who finds Annihilator first.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, yeah, back over. Yep, size can.
Yeah, and this is where that Cobalt's spicy, because we don't really want to play Aegon until we can clear out Incash 2 so that we don't have to double dip Aegon. But if we don't go get the Cobalt, we A, might have to double dip Sank, and B, don't get the hints when we go there. So I feel like probably we do need to play Aegon next instead of Sank. It kind of sucks having to double dip for Inkesh too, but I really think we want that Cobalt. Chocobo's getting trolled by this stupid piston.
Oh. There we go.
Camera up there can sometimes be annoying too. I've had it flip around at me and then I roll back into the.
Yeah, I think I've had that
room.
once as well. It's annoying. There are a lot of times I have stated that the camera is the true final boss of the game.
Yep. Nice use of the ammo fish there for Astral. Get a bunch of missiles before our blog. Well, either fight or drive by, depending on what Astral has to do here.
More likely drive by, but we'll see. Yeah, that is possible, Delta. They're in the MSB or Jay.
Looks like we need to set up on the other side of the room to do the BSJ.
Yeah, clearly all the E-tanks are in Taurus.
Yeah.
At least the majority of them.
We gotta be somewhere, I guess. Looks like we might be opting to go for just going for the fight here.
Oh, maybe not. Nope. If blog doesn't be a bully here.
Yeah, just a straight dash with no bubbles. What is blog doing?
He is being a bully. The blog says, no, you don't get to leave. You fight me now.
Yeah. And we don't have that much health. We have to be a little careful here.
Yeah.
We gotta get out before too long. And, like, the fight is actually kind of scary here, too. If we end up feeling like we need to commit to the fight. God, we're down to 180 energy already.
Yeah. Oh, that was very close. This office smidge. Oh. Yeah. This should be it. Oh. A little off a bit. There we go. Is it just a straight shot?
And we out.
Okay.
Let's see it on Astral.
Getting a little scary there with blog being such a bully here.
Mm-hmm.
He might be on Guardian? Let's see the ball. Oh, these things. I don't even remember what these were called.
What things?
Oh, I'm look at the actual jungle stream instead of just the video. I'm keep looking back up. So I'm getting future sight here right now.
Visions of the future. That makes sense. Do it on turbo. We do have a key here.
Yeah. And then drop by dungeon to grab that one as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, like, I would just full clear
Yeah.
the rest here. We have to clear
Before the
enough of
keys
it.
area, I would just full clear here and then move on.
Yeah. Actually, Junglebos only
Anyways.
1 PB, so we can't both break the glass and drain the water for Gathering Hall. So we need to farm our PB or do the same kind of sequence break that Astral did.
Oh. There he goes.
Unfortunately, there's nowhere really good to farm PBs around here.
Yep, keyless on PV Guardian.
And yeah, as Chef points out, Jungle getting the Echo Visor hint, which means Jungle is now just Annihilator from no mode as well.
Oh, eating on the other side. Yep, it's literally all a Taurus.
Yes, a lot of checks and sank that could be Annihilator.
Oh, and we have a freeze on both streams again.
Oof.
Again. Yeah, right now it would be freaking it'd be good and bad. Good for us is content, bad for the runners because that's also bad. Cobalt cannot be airy because we know where Cobalt least generally is because we had a hint for it. It said it was an Aegon. Yeah, it was the underground tunnel hint. So good thoughts though. Could be out those two. Could also be a storage A. I think it's the 3 we haven't checked yet. Oh, so it was Baja.
Sorry, I'm here.
Okay, it's like a little quiet here.
Yeah. Quiet. Too quiet.
Okay, Pappy. No, I did get that reference though. Quiet. Too quiet.
Double entering space. Oh my god. This keyboard.
Full space of the mic. Lol.
My keyboard, anytime I type space, it enters double space about 50% of the time. And I was very rigorous about deleting all the extra spaces for a couple days, and then I got very annoyed with it and stopped, and now my typing looks like a madman's.
Wow.
So Astral building a little bit of a SDK collection lead here, having already cleaned up all the 4 lower Taurus keys. The boss about to get the first one here, if Gathering Hall chooses to cooperate. There we go, nice.
You just clip through this gate. Just go left or right. More likely left, and we just kind of just fall through the grate. On to D then. Sorry, see that.
Who would ever do that, Wyvern?
I'm guessing that's bad if you're screw attack this.
Yes, you can soft lock here. Which
So
I
it's
actually
like-
did not. Which I did not know. I learned that yesterday for reasons. No spoilers.
Oh, is that from the last? Okay.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay. I'm so sorry for whoever did that. So it's similar to the win that Grand Run Trimmer thing. Or screw dying out of bounds as well, I guess, too.
the simultaneous cannons here in the opposite directions. Another high five. We've had so many high fives.
Yep, there we go. That's a high five.
The opposite direction.
Five here, high five in vent D.
I do like this method of peeking TT. This is probably faster than starting to do the puzzle. Just missile.
It's like it's just ammo. Wyvern. So go back and watch the VOD for that race for yesterday. See how bad we did that one. I mean, for content-wise, Reed, it was probably a great job.
No, they've
Other
been
people,
I
don't know.
I enjoyed that scene yesterday. As stupid as it was.
We'll have to watch it, yeah, and I can see how great of a scene it was. And great in quotations, I guess, but still great.
Yeah, I gotta go back and catch the other race from yesterday as well. I didn't watch it while I was prepping for ours. Yeah, good content so far this tournament. We love our mentor tournaments. It's great to introduce new folks to the community. Echoes in particular, there's so much random tech to learn in this game. Like Prime definitely is you need to learn the tools in your toolbox, and then you can apply them in a whole bunch of different rooms. Yeah, you get good at your jumps, you get good at your dashes. Yeah, but Echo is just there's so many
Echo is
random
kind of file.
Yeah.
Especially with screw attack, just kind of making everything just trivial. So you just kind of go around everything.
Echo's routing is significantly harder as well. You're always forced to leave checks behind. You have to balance the hints, which is a new factor relative to Prime 1 Rando. Alright, but we are into Sag on Astral side. We could be potentially heading up towards Quad here. We could do a blind hive entrance here too. don't necessarily hate it. I'm still partial to grabbing this Cobalt. There's so few places it can be. Like if we just head over to mining station B, we get a hint. We have a 2/3 shot at getting our Cobalt, and then if we do, we just come back to Sank.
Yeah.
I sure would love.
Yeah.
I would love an Annihilator hint. Now, we are starting to come down to the point of the seed where hints slowly start to lose value, just because we've done so many dang checks that like eventually you could just full clear the seed, and you're gonna get it eventually anyways.
Yeah.
So. But still, we've not been in Sank at all, so it's not like we're going to have to backtrack at all to get our Cobalt hints read. So for that reason, I do definitely like having Cobalt. And especially to avoid if the key is on Spider Guardian himself, if you're not comfortable with...
Cobalt in Mine Station B or at least Storage A, we could at least also grab that last Amber hint as well.
Exactly, yep. Yeah, even the Amber hint could be strong here too.
I'm entrance. Are you important? Red key. Oh, if the hitbox wants to cooperate. Torvis key too. I always hate like because the key hitbox would be kind of wonky, like it was.
No love from Hive entrance today, unfortunately. Yeah, Astral definitely built a bit of a lead up in Lower Torvis there.
Yeah.
It's definitely faster in clearing out those checks. Now, part of that is because Astral skipped Upper Torvis. They did get down to Lower Torvis before Junglebos did, but I think they also made up some time in execution there as well. I know Junglebos had a bit of trouble with Gathering Hall. See how the blog and PD Guardian fights go here as well.
Was Dungeon the second key Jungle got?
I think Dungeon. I think we've done Dungeon and Gathering Hall, and now now we're working our way down. Or am I wrong? No, we've not been down to blog. Why are we not doing blog?
No. Yeah, blog.
It's a bit confusing to me.
It's gonna blow, so it's 3.
Maybe we're saving? If we don't know the escape, I don't actually even mind saving, because like blog is a huge jerk face and can actually deplete this amount of tanks pretty easily. Yeah, maybe this was just a safety save. I have died to blog during races, for sure.
It's fine. It's like Jungle is actually just fighting him.
Yeah, the fact that it's RNG, whether or not he like even allows himself to be vulnerable, is so bad.
He RNG'd me when I was trying to do the achievements for this quick kill.
Like that's like one of the most questionable pieces of game design. Very frustrating.
Oh. Assholes, check it up high.
Are we gonna see the key skip, the bidirectional key skip here? No, we are turning around. Okay. We're not gonna commit to quad just yet. We're probably gonna wait for Annihilator. A little bit finicky locking onto all these points. Usually I like to kind of turn left here while looking up and then kind of grab L. Okay, we got it. Nice.
Very good jump.
Very nice. Yeah, looks like Junglebos opted to just do the fight straight up here. Charge Dark Beam, not the most damage, but it's probably one of the easiest things to be able to time, unlike the beam combos where you gotta really know
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
when to start firing
There's
them.
visibility as he didn't open his mouth that time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no time. Oh. You almost had one side completed, except it was on the wrong side. I select the random freaking main jar puzzles because there's also a chance that they're just being full completed for you.
Yeah, I've yet to have that happen. I've had one row done for me already a couple times, but I've never
Yeah,
had
for me,
the
I've had it
perfect.
once, and I've had a couple of my friends get it also a couple once as well.
Nice. All right, down goes the blog. Yeah, 4 tanks down, even with gravity able to like help it to dodge. That fight is not easy.
Yeah. If only we had the Prime 1 damage reduction.
Yeah, true. Yeah, unfortunately, the light suits not too helpful in that regard. Only the atmosphere it helps us with.
Yeah. Gonna go on to being healthy again. So he's picking up this another tank for 8.
It should be pretty good on health now. Yeah, we do have a quad fight to do at some point. Although honestly, quad, not like with light. Like honestly, the most dangerous part of quad is if you're suitless. Yeah. He does drop a pretty good amount of health relative to the amount of damage he does over the course of the fight.
Yeah. So I have done Sulu Squad once. Or a couple times, but I've done it once with no retanks, and it's painful.
So yeah, we are bailing. So we bailed out of Sank kind of early, huh? So maybe we are deciding that we want these cobalt hints. Or did Astral see? Did we scout the spider tunnel and see that it wasn't the key? Did that happen and I missed it? No, because we went through Dark World, didn't we? No, but we must have, right? Did we? Yeah, because we would have.
Dive.
Because after Hive Gyro, we would have had to come back to that portal. So did we look in the tunnel after?
Dive.
Because yeah, it could just be that if we looked in the tunnel and saw no SDK, then we know we need to go Aegon first. That is a dead PD Guardian. Yep. Still missing Annihilator. Jungle also missing Echo, although does have the hint intel that said it was somewhere in Sank. We also know Cobalt is somewhere in Aegon, which is going to be either Mining Station B, Storage A, or Storage C. Both runners, I believe, have narrowed it down to that. I think they've both cleared everything else in Aegon. It was having a bit of trouble with this bomb jump here. That looks good. Oh, just need the unmorph. Maybe you could just directly bomb nose this without unmorphing, but I definitely like the unmorph.
Dive. Astral did not peek the tunnel, so we do not know.
Oh, we did reset back into Sank. That's an interesting. We save warped just to check Pot W and Curse Lake.
I don't know.
Was the Curse Lake beam related? Yeah, it was, right? Okay, no, that's fine. A Curse Lake was a really good check if it was beam related.
Curse Lake was beam, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually super understandable.
It's the kind of lottery of any Annihilator being there.
Echo Visor is in Hall of Combat Mastery in Sank. Astral dive that really early during Aegon routing. Junglebos has not touched any of Stank yet.
Yeah.
Junglebos getting tired of that bomb jump. He's just going to do the vanilla exit here. And to claim the 4th SDK, we are tied up in that regard. And the item's on Spider Guardian. Key on Spider Guardian, Cobalt is required unless you're going to do some wall crawling. Yeah, I would be heading straight down to Aegon from here. It still is good to find Annihilator first, but I don't know. I do still like the hints here. Or maybe we're committing to doing some oob. Who knows? Oh, there's Annihilator!
Oh, good timing.
Alright, that is approximately go mode for Astral. Because Astral does know roughly where Cobalt is.
Yeah.
That will also make getting in and out of quad a lot more reasonable.
Oh, okay. You just barely out enough, maybe doesn't instant morph you back up again.
Aerie is dead, sadly.
Karar. One day, Karar, one day.
Yeah, it looks like Astral might just head straight to the Sancta Aegon elevator. That makes sense to me.
I think the next time we do PO sign-ups, I might try to sign up for that. Then Gen 1, do we have a required area for KRR's sake?
That's true. As mean as Randomania has been lately, it still doesn't really generate very many Aerie seeds.
Yeah. Typically, items we don't know is sale through combos and double damage, I believe.
Yes, I think you're right.
And then like call just for like specific room, but
yeah, now at this point, Junglebos unfortunately is going to get a little bit punished for doing it again first, given that we'll end up needing to double dip it as a result.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might be synced up entering mining station B here. So I'm guessing that's where both players are headed right now.
Yeah.
Are we going to sync up yet again for Cobalt, or is it going to be over in Storage C? Annihilator hint here for jungle would be nice as well. But probably still not enough. It seems like at this point probably Astral is
A risk to lose, yeah.
very strongly favored here. And there indeed is Cobalt.
Yep. Minus who should be. Ooh, gets the double BSJ.
Nicely done.
Oh, just don't get hit by the Krayley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Junglebos actually with a sizable E-Tank lead here, 7-4. And yes, that is go mode for Astral. We need to collect Incash 2 out of Aegon here. Go back to Sank for Spider Guardian. What else do we have? Which fight Quadraxis while up there?
Let's see. Astral needs Profane Path, FTA, Quad, Spider Guardian, and Incast 2.
Yeah, and then Profane Path, FTA at the end. Okay, yep. So 1 more out of Aegon, 2 out of Sank, 2 out of Temple Grounds, and we're done. Well, it's going to opt to. So there's a nice strat with Screw Attack. If you do raise this pillar, you can use a Bomb Jumper, maybe even a Screw Attack Bonk to get up on top of this thing once it's been raised, and from there you can pretty easily Screw Attack directly to the item. Do we have an Annihilator hint? No. A Thanks Game hint. Quite high enough on the bonk there, or on the Screw Attack there. Gonna set up for another attempt here. Yeah. No cancel was actually probably the problem. I think Storm correctly pointing that out. Astral heading over to Incash 2. That will be the end of Aegon for Astral. Jungle Boss, unfortunately, will need to come back once we grab the Annihilator out of Sank. All right, so yeah, both runners are going to be heading to Sank here, but yeah, Astral going to have a pretty critical STK lead here. Jungle will be well positioned. Is going to basically stumble into Echo and Annihilator back to back, and has Cobalt in hand to go to Spider Guardian. But yeah, that pretty much Astral is ahead by exactly how long it takes to backtrack from Quad to Incash 2, which is a decent number of minutes. 3 or 4 minutes, maybe even closer to 5. I don't know.
I think it's between 4 to like 7, give or take, but how long it takes.
Yeah.
How the movement is.
Like the little wiggle. Ooh, where are we going? Okay, yeah, we just have to play Sank. there will be the Echo for Junglebos, while Astral is headed over to Spider Guardian. Then the Keeley just a little bit more. Well, we'll see how... We do have a lot of boss fights in ahead, so definitely time for execution to play out here. You have Spider Guardian, then Quad, then final bosses. And there's time to be lost or gained, for sure, through all of these fights. Let's see how this goes for Astral. Yeah, good strats here. Can we get the kill before he turns around? Ah, barely that. So close. How would I have routed this? Was there ever a supers hint? Or was I just hosed? I might have been hosed. So I don't know when I get the supers out of Pod W. Yeah, so I might have been in trouble. I mean, I say I might have been in trouble, but also like, yeah, if you have the techniques to skip supers, you don't get as punished for that either. So that is one of the more fortunate things as you learn more and more techniques and tricks and stuff.
From the hints we have, there's no supers hint. If there was hinted, it would have been a call.
Yeah. So probably I would have pushed over more aggressively, missed supers, been confused about the logic, but probably still bumbled through all right, just on the back of skipping stuff. Yeah, that would be funny. It's just yeah, I mean, and Cobalt was the hint for Cobalt was behind supers as well, logically, anyways. Maybe another SDK. Just Quad and the 2 out of Temple Grounds to go. Yeah, Junglebos having a bit of trouble here trying to collect Hall of Comet Master. We're still in this room, even while Astral completed the Spider Guardian fight.
Jungle is getting bullied by the quads here.
Have we seen joke hints? Actually, I'm not sure that we have. We've gotten a lot of the boss key and boss hints, so yeah, I'm not actually sure that we've gotten the joke hints yet.
No, we have not. Which means both joke hints on the Cobalt.
Yeah, that's a bit awkward. And yeah, so that is good practice to kind of keep track of what all of the guaranteed hints you have and haven't received, so that you know when there's 6 Cobalt hints left, or even better yet, when there's like 3 hints left, are they actually useful, or are they jokes or hints for bosses that you already know, that kind of stuff. Oh. All right. There's the Annihilator hint. So that is go mode for Junglebos. Yeah, Astral still in a pretty commanding position here.
so I don't need the last one.
First, so we're entering this quad fight with kind of questionable light ammo, which is a little unfortunate, actually. Supers will do okay, but we would kind of prefer light beam.
Oh, especially when those supers miss.
Well, that's the problem. Is like the super is slower, so if quad decides to change which leg is vulnerable while the super is in mid-flight, not much you can do about that. Yep. Leg goes down. We did lose quite a bit of health there, but usually at least a gold drops every time you kind of damage quad at all, so should be able to refill. Actually, only a blue is surprisingly little health as a refill. Normally I expect like 1 or 2 golds. Can always boost / bomb into the his feet and get some health that way as well.
Oh.
I think it's 2 supers per knee.
I was having another.
Astral ended up having to shoot like a bunch of supers at different knees, so like some of them are already damaged, which is why it might look like it's only taking 1 sometimes.
Yeah. Like that one was damaged already. So this one might be damaged too, because they're in the health threshold here. There we go.
Nice. On to phase 2. Ideally, we want to use Screw Tech to damage the central antenna. You can jump up on part of his leg here. Generally, you want to Screw Tech slightly to the side of it, kind of like you do for Dark Samus, rather than directly at it, just in case you bonk off it before you deal enough damage. But that'll work.
Oh. Probably should have said those people for the other one.
Alright, there's the Annihilator, so that is go mode for Jungle Boss. Needs to fight a bunch of bosses, but yeah, so we're behind a Spider Guardian fight, half a quad fight, and a backtrack to Incash 2. So yeah, pretty sizable lead for Astral at this point in time. Doesn't quite get the 1 cycle on that antenna there, with our ammo situation being what it is. Nice cannon into the the head there. Jungle slide.
There we go. Oof.
Do the double take there. Quad doing a little bit of the fake out there, looking like he's going to go the other way, but actually coming backwards. And 2 for 2 in the boost. Nicely done. Yeah, so suffered a bit for low ammo, but honestly managed that fight pretty well for entering with the ammo we did. It was nicely done. No real need to grab the energy here. Yeah. Yeah, all we really want to do is save warp. I guess it's a little awkward to get to a save from here, isn't it? The reverse gate skip's good, but yeah, we could just take the portal near vault and probably head up to back to main gyro to save warp.
Yeah.
Far so good. Seems like on the Spider Guardian fight, Jungle using a power bomb to clear the third phase, which is one of the more annoying ones. PBs are that's a interesting PB use there. I guess it works. Not like I've seen people use a PB there before.
I mean, if you have a lot, sure, but I probably would have just bombed it.
And yes, as KR chat points out, in vanilla, you will softlock if you PB this guy. You'll also softlock if you PB Alpha Splinter.
And that could still happen in Randomizer, because at least I think.
I think with double damage, I think it's a problem. I think it's only a problem with double
Cannonball,
damage.
you can't do it because it'll just erase Alpha Splinter and then the Dark Alpha Splinter won't show off. That I do remember. So you don't want to Cannonball the light Alpha Splinter.
Huh, I didn't think that was a problem in Rando either.
Yeah.
Oh, that's only a vanilla problem?
Yeah, so it's double damage for Splinter or Alpha Splinter with PB. Although with the Cannonball thing, even Rando, I don't know about Cannonball Vanilla because you think you get their Vanilla. But with the Rando, if you Cannonball Alpha Splinter, he will just be erased out of existence, and the Dark Storm that makes him Albert won't show up. And you'll just be stuck there. Or just lose the item. Product did. Start heading toward Profane Path, and then FTA, and then 2 bosses.
Alright, so yeah, we'll move on to quad here from Jungle, and then Jungle will have to backtrack into Aegon. Astral, in the meantime, just needs to do Profane Path, FTA, and then we can beeline Sky Temple Grounds.
I say Astral Spider. Yeah, the Spider Guard's got his own key, yep. Right, no work.
Junglebos setting up to approach quad from the ATS side, so we don't need to do the BSJ screw text skip. I'm just gonna solve the puzzle, but or at least get to the bomb slot vanilla so we can access the portal. No need to grab the item.
Imagine it was double damage just through a wrench.
Yeah, it could be nice, but probably not positive expected value to grab that.
Yeah. Though with limited ammo, Jungle will have at least an easier time doing quad.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, honestly, like if you have unlimited beam ammo annihilator, just firing annihilator into the air, and then you see all the shots home in on a leg as soon as the leg becomes vulnerable, pretty fun.
And then double damage just makes that even faster. It takes like 3 seconds for it just to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
Or even like...
Yeah, key 8, key 9 back to back for Astral. We are ready for final bosses. Yeah, once again, our ammo pretty shaky here. Not too much beam ammo, very few missiles. Luckily, we can fix the missile situation if we farm in Sky Temple, but maybe worth trying to farm a little bit of beam ammo on the way to final bosses here. There are plenty of destructible objects on the way. What are the equivalent Donkey Kong bosses to Emperor Ing stages? EI2 is kind of the fly swatter minigame. EI3 is a tiny phase. Not sure what EI is. EI1 Donkey Kong. Kremlin Kosh except worse. You're not wrong. I owned it growing up. It's been literal years, but I played it way back in the day, and I've watched you and others play some of it, so I've osmosed a bit of it back into my brain.
Actually, I need to try playing that. I actually never got to, so it would be a new experience for me.
Yeah, the random seems interesting. I don't think if I played more than like 5 minutes of rando, I don't think I could ever go back to needing to go to the barrels to swap Kongs again. Like, that just seems like unbelievable quality of life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Astral, listen to me through the ether. Is farming a bit of beam ammo here. I like it.
It's decent ammo.
He's going to grab a 5th E-Tank for safety. Don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
We're into the last quad phase for Junglebos. Morphed a little early. I don't think I saw which way quad's going. Not sure Junglebos did either. Did we guess right? No, I don't think we did. Oof, baited. Yeah, that's gonna be a refresh of a cycle there, unfortunately. Yeah, definitely want to delay your morph here until you absolutely see which way he's going, because you're never going to be quick enough to do the slot that he's right next to, so you have some time to get over to the next one.
I mean, you can, it's just you have to be like literally right next to it to be able to catch it. It was a little early, but I guess that worked.
One more, and that will be fight done. But the clock is ticking. Astral entering Sky Temple. Gonna be starting final bosses in just a moment.
Alright, Carrer. Sometime in the near future, we'll have an area required. Yes.
Nice EI1. Let's cycle. Yeah, the 4 super strat, not easy. Very, very easy to. If you are a little too slow in getting those shots off, you get lasered, you miss. Like, one thing going wrong,
Yeah.
you're in for a 2 cycle. Yeah, I see a lot of people waiting on the actual, like, parts where the tentacles come out. If you don't have cannonball, I don't like doing that. You're just gonna get hit. I'd like to wait a little bit off, like a little bit off to the side, because you can still lay bombs kind of close by, not get hit by the tentacle, and that way you don't need to like time perfectly when you think the thing's about to spawn and start leaving. And yeah, part of the trouble in this fight is like, yeah, once you get bullied once, you fall, and then you can't see the inglets anymore, and sometimes they'll camp you from getting back on. So it really kind of spirals if you ever get hit in this fight.
Oh.
Yeah, good first screw attack.
Oh.
Bonk! I love that. Whoa, that was a big jump.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's got ops.
You must have learned a space jump from Samus.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's actually just jump guarding. He spent the whole game working out
Training.
after we beat him early on.
Yeah. You had a training montage after we beat him.
Alright, how will our friend Dark Samus go for us today? Alright. Looks like not quite the full amount of damage we could have done. Yeah, so yeah, not going to be visible in Dark Visor until we get into DS4 health threshold. We do a little more damage with that go up. That's probably good.
Yeah, that's...
Now we go for the screw attack.
Oh, wait a minute. That's probably a center there. Yeah. Oh. They're gonna strat for this for DS4 is just look straight up.
Yeah, the advice I always give is you don't want to move your feet or move your aim while the pellets are coming out. And what that also then implies is you don't want to be locked on, because if you're locked on, the game will try to help you, quote unquote, by moving your aim, and that sometimes actually hurts.
Yeah.
So I like to lock L kind of off target her, and then like strafe to put her in like my crosshairs without actually technically being locked onto her.
A little, I guess, special secret thing, I guess. With pellet collecting, you can use any beam as long as you have ammo for it.
Mm-hmm.
For at least to charge.
Yeah, like if you like using Dark Beam for these lower phases, yeah, you can just leave Dark Beam out during the pellet phases as well.
I got the backtrack, but you can cast too.
One more probably does it.
Yeah, I think.
It does.
G for
GG's. That take? I'm trying to hit that then, but I can't tell if it's working on my commentator controls. In either case, we will try to get them in here for an invite. Aha!
Nope.
It appears the button worked. Hello, welcome in, Jay and
Hello.
Astral. GG's, Astral.
GG. What in the world did you gen?
It was, yeah, just to oops all majors. I mean, so just get them all. We like all the items in Echoes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, definitely interesting seed. How'd you feel spiking those super missiles in Pod W?
I at first completely mistook them for unlimited and didn't even grab them.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was we were kind of chatting about like, you know, during the race that you were definitely being very thorough like prior to heading to Torvis. Like I being a Torvis enjoyer probably would have skipped and missed the supers. But yeah, no, it ended up working out pretty nicely. Doing the Temple Grounds cleanup after Aegon, but before Torvis.
That sport has cost me before not checking it, so it's just like Hall of Honor did. I only went there because just before it had just punished me before in a CGC game where there was just random plasma there. And
yeah.
that was the main reason why I decided I need to check this. Otherwise, I'll be paranoid about this check for the rest of the game. And yeah.
Well, luckily the Path of Iosin was for that suit specifically, so it would have not lost you too much time.
Yeah, luckily.
If I may,
Sure.
I didn't expect my words to backfire so fastly when I said we should get SDK hints now. There's a high chance that we are in go mode already. It couldn't have backfired more.
Yeah.
I'm sure finding Seekers like a couple minutes after giving up on going for the out of bounds was not super thrilling.
I fell behind for the rest of the
happy.
game after that.
Yeah, but like it was good because it would have been worse. It would have been like, wow, the Seekers.
But yeah, pretty back and forth, honestly. Most of the race between you and Jungle. Jungle took a little bit of an unfortunate death in Dark Labs, given the complete lack of E-tanks early on.
Yeah.
Gambled on shooting a couple caches with 18 health, and of course got only a purple energy because RNG hates you sometimes.
But he missed it.
Yeah.
Health drops. Yeah, no E-tanks early on also makes me quite paranoid, even if sometimes that may have not looked like that.
Yep.
I think I played a bit recklessly at times, but
I
was nervous about it. Yeah.
Why did you skip the main PBs in Grid Temple?
I already had 3 power bombs at that time. Or 4.
Okay.
I had enough.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. It's hard to ever like get full on power bombs unless you take an ammo refill or a ship refill. So
Yeah,
that
usually
seems fine to me.
I wouldn't even have. I probably wouldn't even have picked them up if I had like 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm. My one early
Oh.
game criticism was after scanning that beam and Aegon hint. I agree with turning around and not doing the jump guardian loop if you were planning to before the hint, but I do think you should have done transport center. Because like that could have just been dark beam right there, and then you do want to do jump guardian, and then it also would have helped you keep cannonball later. So that was my own like one kind of early game. That was really the only thing that I like saw and was like, don't know about this. Everything else, sometimes was a little more conservative than I like to play, but that's just a personal style thing. I don't think anything is right or wrong in that kind of sense.
There's probably days and situations in which I have done that.
Mm-hmm.
This didn't turn out to be such a situation.
Yep. Yeah, so then kind of around the time that you were going for hints before Seekers, Jungle pulled a bit ahead again, but then you actually got back ahead because you skipped Upper Torvis, and Junglebos full cleared that for nothing. At that point, and then the next thing was Junglebos played for Cobalt before Sank, whereas you found the Annihilator, which helped you single dip Aegon. And that ended up working out pretty well, but the Annihilator was kind of on path without needing a Cobalt hit to get it.
Yeah.
We basically all aimed on Annihilator being in sync.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that worked out. Yeah, that worked out well. And honestly, even just kind of the... I think throughout you were probably gaining little bits of time to execution throughout. I think a little bit cleaner overall was helping out as well. And honestly, even just the different, like the routing differences probably actually kind of evened out in the end. I think this honestly mostly just came down a little bit to execution across. It's such a long seed that all the little things will start to add up. So yeah, nicely played.
There's the kind of experience that I have from playing multis in the community for like a year or 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually am on Echo, so I have gotten a few tricks and execution things.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've actually helped you with a couple of them too, here and there.
Oh yeah.
That's
Just some random things that I had to do in a multi-world just to not be in actual BK or something.
It's a very underrated way to get good at a game, is to just play multi-worlds, and then rather than like play a BK game when you're like logically done, just like try to learn stuff. Because yeah, you're often in a VC call with people who know stuff and can teach stuff. And like, who knows? Maybe you make some progress, spike some early items for people, and that always feels good. That was oh good.
I think the just doing things well in BK and multis is how I basically learned every single wall crawl that I can do.
No, I attribute pretty much all of my my trick knowledge. And aside from like towards the end, I like started having to practice stuff on my own, but I'm like allergic to practice, which is kind of leading to me slipping a little behind some of the top runners in terms of the stuff I know. But like all of the intermediate advanced stuff I know, almost all of it comes from multi-worlds, and like people teaching me stuff on the fly.
One question I actually have, because I see Junglebos using it. Where the hell was the real cheat items? Like I see unlimited beam ammo. Did you see double damage?
Unlimited beam ammo was in Portal Chamber and Torvis.
Right.
Unlimited missiles was in Torvis Plaza Access.
I wasn't really in that room.
And then when I looked through credits, double damage was on O'Lear.
Oh.
And then grapple, enough, I thought it was Torvis Plaza. I was wrong. That was just an ETM. Grapple was in Sentinel's Path.
Couldn't have double damage and Annihilator just switch places. I would have gone to O'Lear after Temple Access.
That's true, yeah.
Didn't I literally say like, oh, surely O'Lear's gonna have the goods?
Yeah, I was saying like you honestly handled like the quad fight probably didn't feel great, but honestly you handled it pretty well for the ammo that you entered the fight with.
Yeah.
definitely probably would have been worth trying to get a little more light ammo. Like I honestly like to have upwards of 70, maybe close to 90 light ammo because like you really do burn through it.
There is that ammo station and Hive next to the Hive gyro, so.
Yeah, my ammo management's pretty bad.
Yeah, just something to be aware of. Same with like Grapple Guardian, like definitely worth taking a look at your light ammo before you start that fight and farm if you need to.
Well, if you have another Sonic Boom, just look at both ammo and make sure you have enough for it and just Sonic Boom in.
Yep.
For a little bit, I went almost full panic because I thought I mistook the Sonic Boom in main reactor for Annihilator when we were looking for it.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot believe how happy I was when I actually saw the actual Annihilator, and it turned out I didn't actually like mistake the Sonic Boom for it.
Yeah,
that's something that happened before.
Yeah. Just pointing out, another has more like miracles on it, so that's a good way to tell.
Yeah, that's how I concluded it was Sonic Boom, but I couldn't 100% clearly see it.
Junglebos had a great first screw attack there on EI. Oh,
yeah,
I almost got it on the second one.
That damage was crazy.
Oh, back hello. There we go.
Yeah, I think he had the problem of not being moving forwards when he was trying to screw attack the last time, because he was trying to back up to get in better position, but then wasn't going forwards again and couldn't activate screw attack as a result. You have to be moving more forwards than any other direction to screw attack.
I think forwards are stationary. I think too.
Yeah, well, when more forwards than any other direction matters is like you can't like dash to the side and then just like flick forwards and try to screw attack because you're moving sideways more than forwards.
Yeah.
You like actually have to get your forward momentum higher than your sideways momentum. Even 50% item collection, yeah, that's a sign of a long bad seed.
For a long bad seed, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with that time.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Of course, it had to be a long seed. It's kind of late for me.
Yeah.
When we started, I started kind of late, and that's the best situation for a really long seed, for sure.
Yeah, both of you. Thanks for staying up. Perfect time of day for us, Americans. Yeah, definitely late in Europe.
It's like 4 for me.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know where Junglebos is from, right? But you got 3 Europeans like going late AM here.
I want to say Junglebos is Belgian, based on stream tags.
Junglebos shares my time zone.
Yeah.
Or Jay's and my time zone.
So. Centered. Okay, I don't think.
Got a little bit of damage in with the Dark Beam strats, but we need to finish up
Like
with the pellets.
Drop off.
Yeah, unlimited beam I would have left. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, especially for Quad and Chica.
Like, I agree to that Razor's thing, and then I don't even get any of the items.
Yeah, I know.
Other than the cannonball, which was a bit unfortunate, but it got me an E-tank at least. So
yeah,
cannonball was worth it.
That was our first E-tank, right? Out of logic and sand processing. That's not really what you want for your first E-tank.
Like, almost half of them were in all Orbis.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like 2 or 3 in Upper Torvis, like 1 and 2 in Upper Dark, and then like 1 in Lower Torvis. And the rest in like Snankers kind of grounds.
I can't tell if that's gonna be 1 or 2 more. It might be 2 more. This feels like a sliver of health situation. We'll see if I'm wrong.
Yeah. I think it's 1, but it might be a sliver, yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, you called it.
It's amazing. That's a pixel.
Yeah, that's only
It's
one. It's basically the 1 HP.
That's a pixel.
Dark Samus gained Endure.
GG's.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice job finishing off his first race of the tournament. GG's in for Jungle as well. We'll get him and Lucarius in for, or invite anyways, into the interview. See Lucarius lurking below.
It's lurking. There we go.
And we're joined by Jungle and Lucarius. Welcome in.
And me! I'm just mad. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh. Oh, yeah, well.
That was pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she survived.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
There's yet another content seed.
Oh,
Yeah. We had 4 whole content seeds so far, and it's still going.
I hope you're happy, chat.
This is the price I have to
Hey,
pay
baby.
for the bad I've done.
It's like we needed every item, and like pretty much every item was hinted. The problem was every item was hinted really close to where it was.
Yeah.
So you had to be in the right spot already to get the items. It's kind of annoying.
Wait, wasn't Nilager hinted?
Hall of Combat Mastery.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's why I would have probably gotten a laugh out of it if I scanned it. When I
Yeah,
passed to
well.
do quad.
Yeah, so it was I was telling Astral and Jay earlier. The race was quite close and back and forth throughout. Lots of funny high fives of you entering the same room from
Yeah.
opposite directions.
Yeah, you both entered inventory and B was from opposite sides, so you just high-fived in different directions.
The transit
And then
tunnel
you
east,
did
I
it
think, as
again
well.
and Transit Tunnel East again. It did both on opposite sides and went past each other.
Yeah, Astro got a little bit ahead early just because of that unfortunate drop system in labs being a troll.
Yeah.
Down around, yeah.
But then you pulled ahead going into Torvis because Astro went for the Seeker skip to try to get hints early, but wasn't having much luck with that.
Oh, yeah.
Then Astro got ahead by skipping Upper Torvis, probably feeling behind after that, and you all were clearing Upper Torvis and didn't really get much of value up there.
Yeah.
And then at the end, there was kind of the last route divergence of, do we do Aegon without Annihilator to try to get Cobalt, or do we just try to do Sank and get Annihilator so that we can single do Aegon? And they ended up finding Annihilator without the hint, or without Cobalt.
Yeah.
And that made the Aegon cleanup a little bit friendlier at the end.
Nice.
But no, nicely done on both your parts. Lots of running around to do, lots of opportunities to practice stuff and show off the new skills.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have absolutely loved to show off how I absolutely practiced sand processing forever and still can't do it consistently.
That trick,
Yeah.
I can spend
Thanks for
more time
Cannonball.
on. Yeah. Yeah, I can't even count how many hours I've probably spent on that stupid trick. Because like that one, so commonly in multi-worlds again, like you end up in BK and labs before you get any beams, and that's literally the only thing you can do. So I just bash my head against that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, back when I was still learning the game, spent so much time trying to get that stupid trick before I really kind of started developing my skills better.
Yeah, Cat Human's actually mentioning it in chat. I actually use that setup for sound processing. So that's how I actually get it sometimes. I'm just bad at BSJs.
Yeah, my setup is kind of bad. It's one of the tricks that, like, I'm like, yeah, you probably shouldn't learn this from me because I don't do it good. It's just, this is my way. It's not worth me relearning another way to do it, but I know there's an easier way if you're learning it from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty proud of Junglebos as well. Practiced half combat mastery right before the match and ended up being applicable. Got it in a couple of tries.
Yeah.
So very nice. Even got I asked him, like, have you ever done the screw attack in Half Honor Dead? He was like, no. Just does it second try or so.
Oh, awesome.
Very nicely
That's
done.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you both end up doing like a seed or two beforehand with your mentors before the race?
Yeah.
Unfortunately not, because our schedules did not align.
Yeah, there was a lot of like health related stuff for me earlier, but we will be getting around to that now soon.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I couldn't tell. Yeah, I thought it looked like you two were working pretty well together.
The power of the Germans.
The power of the Germans and pre-existing experience from the Prime one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There.
I have to say there was enough funny moments, at least for me and Astral. We were just sitting there and couldn't stop laughing for a while.
Yeah.
Right.
Content.
But really,
That was content for sure.
That's
Yeah.
where I have to ask, can someone explain to me why Echoes just loves to take away any energy-related pickup in the early game?
What was that?
It's been very, very scarce health early on in a bunch of these seeds, and I don't know why. Yeah.
I made some very weird sounds when I found a dark suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I never felt so good to skip Transport Center.
Yeah.
Honestly, that did count as losing Cannonball because of it, but
Yes, but that Cannonball had a worth. We were able to get one E-tank out of it.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We actually kept that one for quite a while.
I
Half the seed.
We were debating whether or not I would just try it while crawling around it, so I wouldn't lose Cannonball, but it's just like, yeah, you know what? It's probably not worth trying that now. So we'll just leave it.
Yeah, that makes sense. And unfortunately, Boost kind of turned up pretty shortly afterwards, so that kind of takes a bit of the sting off that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Dark Visor was very suspicious. It's hard because like the suit opens up so much. Like all of Torres comes into logic. But yeah, when you get a morph system related hint and you have 8 power bombs or some nonsense like that, you're like, that's probably not a power bomb, is it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just found Dark Visor and immediately concluded that Battleground might be something. So we kind of started to prioritize that a bit.
Same. That was, I think, our only oopsie of the seed on our end is because we had no suits. We ended up dying on the way to Battlegrounds, so we had to redo like 5 minutes of progress.
Yeah, I was telling Jay about like every 10 seconds that I'm paranoid about not having health.
Yeah.
It was
about that.
It was a low
was
HP,
very-
stay calm. Low HP, stay calm.
Like you saw me,
Honestly,
you saw me go out of my way twice to save. I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, but as I told you, like I would have saved too. 0
I mean, like a lot of us would have. Not amount of health.
Yeah, it was good. It was good for Junglebos that you had that save. It was not actually that severe of a time loss, that death, fortunately.
Yeah.
So to go back for Dark Visor.
We did have that one weird thing where the ammo, when you're trying to get health, and they just kept giving you PB ammo.
Yeah, that was you got up to like 5 PBs in the Dark
Wow.
Aegon loop, like
What?
instead of health. Like why?
Wow.
Echoes, just echoes.
Echoes is on
Echoes.
one today.
Echoes.
Oh, something that interests me. Did you guys do the G from C loop earlier? Or did you
Yes.
go Aegon immediately?
Yeah.
Because that was something where I was like, ooh, that might be big. And like, we got the hint for
Nope.
main PBs. No, we got the hint for bombs, and we saw main PBs being locked by bombs.
Mm.
So we just said, okay, we're going to book this to G from C, which then
Very
turned out
early
to be
going.
like SJ and
Yeah.
Spider early. So that was just huge.
Yeah, so both teams made that play. The only difference was Astral did decide to go for the dashes to win Chamber, and Junglebos did not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, early game their routing was very, very similar, actually.
Yeah.
E-dashes in my case are yet another result of me being in BK and multis for a long time because my preset is just so terrible.
Yeah.
It's great forever.
That was clutch because you had what 40 something health after the pirates, so I was like, not much room for error there on those dashes, but clutched it out.
I think it's funny. It says a lot when I say that the E-dash in question that I did in a multi because I was BK was Hive Temple. Back to
Oh,
back to
Holy
ATS.
shit.
Yep, you can do that. You can kind of do any of them.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I realized, oh dang, that was expert.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like probably only Grand Wind Chamber more difficult there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This scene was a good scene to not be the player.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Also, logically required checker. Interesting.
I
No.
think you probably could have gotten the Annihilator and then gotten the side
Yeah.
door and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even then, it had a major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must mean something.
Key.
I
A lot of
also was
times.
kind
Near
of
the
worried
end,
about
Kara
the
kept
worm.
guessing what night it was, and he was hoping it was going to be Airy.
Of course.
I was really
Yeah.
worried about worms for the longest time, actually.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like-
Is how somewhat early the keys were? Somewhat?
Yeah, like, not how somewhat early, but like, within like 7 minutes, suddenly, I just hear Astral like, oh, that was the last one. What do you mean? That was the last worm key. Oh no. We just left Aegon, and suddenly that's the last worm key. Ooh.
And then later on
Not
we get the hint.
hinted yet. Not
Then
hinted yet.
we later on get the Orbis hint, and I completely miss it. I scan it and don't even read it because I was distracted, and that was a great hint to not read and having to go back into the menu for.
Nice.
I also missed it.
What's the point of getting hints if you're not gonna read them?
Yeah.
Or at least hints you speak of.
Ooh, does make every
Back in my days, we
week
didn't need hints.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Did you
Just
guys
do week
find super missiles before going to Torvus?
Yeah,
Oh,
we did.
what? Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Those were decently isolated as well, I want to say, in Pod W.
That was actually one of the funny moments because I was like, okay, we're gonna go Spider's treasure, get the item, maybe P culling chamber. If it's supers, cool, that makes Torvus easier. Okay, it's not super. Well, okay, before we go Darkness, let's just check Mineshaft if it's supers, because that would make it easier to reach like early Aegon, right? Early Dark Aegon. And then Mineshaft is like, Mineshaft suddenly Dark Vibes. Okay, here's the deal. We now go and check storage B if it's supers. Then at some point it was like, okay, I'm gonna give up. We save warp. And Astral just like, I was looking away, Astral goes into Hot W. What is that? I can't see that. Oh, that's unlimited missiles. And then up close, no, that's supers.
Yeah.
I thought it was a missile
Yeah.
expansion when it was starting to walk toward it, and it's like, is that a missile? I was like, why is he going that close? Like, oh.
Yeah, I first saw
Yeah.
missile expansion, then I saw unlimited missiles because I saw the big model, and then they were literally right in my face. And then I realized it was actually supers. Like I looked at the model like for a solid 2 seconds before I realized what it was.
I was honestly confused because last time I checked, it was like Podavi was supposed to be more visible on Dolphin, but that looked like console graphics.
Et depuis moi.
I guess nothing else from me. So I guess so you've been at the did you did the Prime Metroid, right, Astral?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
So yeah, how does the Echoes experience compare to Prime on the getting mentored side?
Well, I can only say generally that Echoes doesn't have face on suit hunts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That the face on suit hunts are mostly why I lose races in Prime, or why I lost in the mentor tournament in Prime, well, because of face on hunts. Because I just got ran out, I guess.
Fair enough.
As like the only main Prime player in here, I would like to like point out, hey, this seed had Annihilator Beam Hunt, so I'm just
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
No phase on suit. There's just 10 other items that can all be unhinted about anywhere.
I mean, to be fair, Jay, I despise the seed. So we're still consistent with that.
We have a hit system. So your hit system hits every major, right? Right?
Right?
Stay for like 5 or 6 or how many there are.
Yeah, then I guess on your end, Junglebos, how's the getting mentored stuff been working out so far?
Yeah. Yeah.
Seed is depleted energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Junglebos's English isn't that good, but we've been working around it, and he's been working hard. He's been practicing a lot of tricks.
Yeah.
So honestly, a lot of improvements already on his end.
That's awesome to hear. Yeah, sorry to put you on the spot there. But yeah, I guess with that, I think we can take our leave here for today. We've got a couple matches coming up tomorrow. Yes, indeed, we have matches at 10 and 10:30 Eastern Time in the evening. Faizy versus Sasquatch and Leaf versus McCollier. Yeah, stay tuned for those. Both should be good. And GG's to all our racers. Thank you, Ivy, for joining me in the booth.
Yep.
And thank you all at home for watching.
Thank you for the commentary.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
We'll see you next mission.
See you next mission.
Yeah, next mission.